Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sumi back here again with another episode of Slay the Spire. I did manage to finally get all 9 of the previous episodes uploaded around the same time. That's episodes 1 through 6, and then episode 7 was a 3-part in which we actually came out on top with the Ironclad. So we're going to play the Silent today. Hopefully we can get another win and see what those strange fragments at the end of our previous victory were. I did replace my headset mic with a new microphone, so it hopefully sounds a bit better today. Let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Okay. Obtain a random rare card. I think this could be run defining right off the start, which would be nice if it were a poison card or something along those lines, so we could get a pretty early advantage, I think. Lose your starting relic, obtain a random boss relic. I'm still not quite comfortable. I think this could potentially make for either a great run or could really mess us up and make for an interesting run, but I'm just not confident in it yet, so maybe another episode. Obtain a curse, obtain a random rare relic. Possibly. How early can we get rid of that curse? Second room if we decide to take this route. Maybe. And then of course obtain 100 gold. Honestly, I think we're going to take the rare card just to see what it can do for our run. Adrenaline is very nice. I'm pleased with that. So let's go ahead and decide where we're going. I think we'll stick with the idea that we want to shoot for as many campfires as we can get. However, it looks like our campfires are kind of split up like this. It seems like we can hit a couple more over here, so maybe we'll go this way. So it's one of these. I would like, well, yeah, I would like to get a few fights in. I think I need to fight more enemies early so we can kind of get a better feel for what our deck is actually going to be. And hopefully we can get a couple of cards that'll carry us through an elite fight. I'd like to see what it's like to get a few more relics early and see if maybe that can help carry us through the run. I don't really want to take too much damage here. I think we'll just take the 1 because he does buff up and get 3 strength at the end of this turn. Okay. Again, I think I'm just going to take the 1. I don't see any chance of us not having a decent amount of health after resting if we have to. Although ideally I would like to not have to rest. If we could get to that campfire with a relatively high amount of health, that'll help. Then we could potentially just upgrade our neutralize there. Do we want Sneaky Strike? It's a free 10 damage whenever we discard. I think I'm going to take it. I don't want to hold off on cards too much. Upgrade a card. Fantastic. So now it doesn't really matter if we have to rest or not. Although smithing would allow us to upgrade this adrenaline, which is kind of nice. And I guess Sneaky Strike isn't a bad thing to upgrade. Okay, so something like this. Something like this. No need to adrenaline just yet. Let's go ahead and slow him down. Great. We're already off to a pretty good start, I like to think. Okay, we haven't really decided on a direction. All I know is we've got a lot of energy in our future. Do we want to focus more on block early, which is not a bad thing. Blade Dance or Masterful Stab. I think I'm going to go with Footwork. I was giving it some thought and I think I just neglect defenses too much. I might have had it in my head that you either choose offense or defense, but that's definitely not the case. I think you need a good balance of both, especially on the Silent, considering he doesn't have the passive 6 health per turn, or per combat rather. Let's go ahead and adrenaline. not much use for this, unfortunately. However, I would like to block some of this damage. Or all of it, rather. We still have our intangible. I believe that lowers... Okay, it tells me. So I get one turn where I'm just not going to take anything, really. So far we're doing pretty well against these mobs. It might be feasible to upgrade here after all. Okay. Now let's see what we've got for options. Corpse explosion. Excuse me. So Catalyst turns into triple on upgrade, but that would require us to really commit to a poison build. Corpse explosion is poison, but it doesn't necessarily require us to be poison. When the enemy dies, deal damage equal to its max. That's just so strong. I don't really see a situation where you wouldn't take corpse explosion. I'm not keen on taking that much damage. Let's not, actually. I thought it would be cool to be able to one-turn all of them, but I don't think I want to. I think we'd be better off just holding and getting in a sneaky strike. Maybe that was silly of me. It's starting to look like it might have been. Well, we're not killing anything, so let's just go ahead and take care of the block. Taking 17. Kinda hurts. Maybe we go ahead and kill you. And start working on you. That seems like the play. So something like this. Well, he's dead anyway, so I think this will tick, he will die, and then 13 damage will be dealt to this louse. Let's find out. Amazing. I actually don't understand how that card isn't nerfed. Maybe it's just me, but it seems way too strong. Okay, we're still not really committed to anything. I know we've got some poison on hand, but... Nah, we'll hold off. I don't want to put shivs in our deck and then never use them. So maybe something like this. We really have to kill that looter first, I think. Let's do this first. Maybe I can just blow him up with a corpse explosion. I'm still thinking about upgrades. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit, but I think we can probably kill him before he does any of his blocking business. We just need to deal 13. Okay, we'll throw up footwork. We'll just go ahead and hit him. So I think now, no matter what, these both die next turn. They took 4 in the process, though. I'm not pleased with that. Okay. I'm starting to wonder if maybe Blade Dance might have actually been a play. Caltrops. Whenever you are attacked, deal 3 damage back. I don't know about that one. We're kind of committing to some defense. You know what? I'm gonna go with it. I don't think I've ever played that card before. I also think I have to heal here. I'm just a bit too afraid of not healing. We got an upgrade for free on Neutralize, so I think we're still okay. So we'll put up Caltrops. We'll go ahead and Adrenaline. Okay, we might not have needed to heal after all. I didn't expect our first hand to be that good. I think we're just gonna take the 10, maybe? Yeah, we're gonna take the 10 and just not buff him. And see if we can't, like, race him down over the next 2 turns. Okay. Now, I am going to defend from that. Call me crazy. I think I defend from this too, because he's dead next turn for sure. I say for sure, but we're cutting it kind of close. Juzu. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question. Oh. So we might need to push for more question marks now. Skills. Thorns is kind of cool. That might actually go really well with Caltrops. Skill or speed potion? I don't... I'm gonna try to get a lot of defense going. I think we'll just take the speed potion. Dash. I like dash. I think we just unlocked dash. Let's take that. Upon pickup, choose a skill. Start each combat with this card in your hand. Well, obviously Corpse Explosion, right? Maybe Adrenaline was a better option to cycle our deck, but I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about Corpse. Okay, I almost just made some mistakes. So let's do this. That really makes fights like this fairly easy. I think it'll really help us on floor 3 whenever we start to fight the spiky boys. But I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. Escape plan. It's block and it's free and it's card draw, so I don't think there's a reason not to take it. Corpse Explosion's gonna do magic right here. Okay, 6 and 12, or 12 total. Or 10 block. 18 block. So we got 4, 8, 12, 21. Let's actually play a bit more defensively, I think. Something like that. That way we take no damage and we're working on him at least. Okay, I'll just take him down. We can go ahead and hit him. Oh, okay. Upon receiving attack damage, gains a strength. Now I understand. So let's just go ahead and throw up a defense for this. Take the 1. I wish they would stop with this weekend, but what can you do? I think that's right. Let's block. Maybe I should have used an intangible somewhere in here. I didn't realize we were fighting 2 bosses in a row. Maybe I should have considered that a little more. Okay, so they're all within lethal now, right? Yeah. Backstab. Do I or don't I? That's some pretty nice turn 1. I think coupled with the corpse explosion, that's a 17 damage turn 1 for 2. That could potentially kill an entire group. I'm going to take backstab just for that potential. Okay, well we've got potions, so I don't think there's any chance we won't make it through this, but I'm still kind of on edge. Let's go ahead and get him poisoned. And just hit him. Maybe I should have waited a turn, but I think this is fine. We got off everything we wanted to. We're blocking everything he's throwing at us. And we've got 2 turns of weaken. I think this is okay. Dash is real good. I honestly think taking 1 damage is worth it here because I believe he buffs up every 2 hits. Or does he harm us instead? Something like that. He does something. And we don't like it, so... Maybe I should have corpse explosion for the long term, but I think we're gonna kill him in like a turn or 2. -1 strength. That hurts a little bit. However, we still block enough from our footwork. And he's still taking small amounts of damage. I think we got a survivor here. And then just kind of lay into him. 23 health remaining. That's a bit tough. 20 health. With our -1 strength. But I think we're still going to come out just fine. Okay. So next turn I think he dies. We're dealing, what, 3 per strike now? 4? Okay, great. We only took, I think, 5 total damage. Whenever you add an attack, upgrade it. Okay. Draw 3 cards. I don't think that's necessary. Whenever you play a card, deal 1 damage to all enemies. I don't know about that one either. Does that really help us at all? We've already got so much AoE, I don't think so. And it's 2 cost, that's kind of too much. 2 damage, still kind of too much. I'm going to take Prepared. Just for some more deck cycling. And I think Campfire is like the obvious choice here. Let's go ahead and Smith. Apply 9 poison. What about Dash? Okay. 5 damage. I honestly think I want to take Backstab here. Just because that puts us up to 21 turn 1 damage. Let's do that. Just so we can easily clear things like this. Okay, I will neutralize you. I will corpse explode you. So we need to deal, what, 7 to him? We're gonna take 16 here. Darn. Might as well throw up a block. He's gonna die soon anyway. We were off by 1 damage for that strike to kill him. But I think we're still working in the right direction. So let's go ahead and throw up the footwork. Make him die so he'll take 28. Then we can just strike him next turn. Or dash him and strike him, whatever. I don't love any of this, honestly. Deal 12, draw 1, I don't think that's great. It's already upgraded. We're gonna go ahead and rest here because I'm a bit worried. Now maybe he won't do that thing that he do, but he probably will. Okay, so it does have a pretty cool background song. I never noticed it until we got to floor 3 the last time. I think I can just straight up block most of his damage though. 24. So we'll take 9. We've still got all of our potions here. I should have played Thorns, now that I think about it. We could have caused him some pain. Let's escape plan. Let's footwork. Let's just play it out the way it is. I'm gonna play the Thorns for now. I know I kind of missed my opportunity, but the sooner we can just take him down, the better. Let's discard the burn. This seems to be working all right, honestly. So he might get another one of those really heavy hits off on us. I don't think we're in danger of losing as a result, but I am a bit worried about it. Let's keep stacking that weaken on him. We can drop that again for the long term. So he's ticking at 10 per turn. So on this next turn, I think we're just going to throw up a lot of block. 6, he's going to deal 36 damage to himself on this. He's still going to hurt us. But honestly, he's basically killing himself. 3 burn pluses though, that's a bit worrisome. I don't think we have the discard to deal with that. I take it back, that worked out very well for us. Great. We might be in a good position to win this one. I don't want to say that and then look stupid, but maybe. Attack damage is doubled, no. This turn, your next skill is played twice. Adrenaline is nice. Corpse Explosion getting played twice would be kind of cool. What is this? Your next 2 skills. Okay. Deal 12 damage twice. Increase the or decrease the damage of this card by 2 this combat. So we're faced with kind of an impasse here. We either want this to double up the Corpse Explosion poison, which is probably not the most valuable thing in the world. It does work on adrenaline though, So an upgraded adrenaline, and how much does it cost? Costs 1, so it would be a net gain of like not too much. But the extra draw is very nice. If we did that, we could basically cycle our deck just with this card. Survivors, not the greatest thing in the world. I honestly think I'm going to go with Glass Knife. I'm sure somebody's probably going to be upset over that, but it seems like the way to go. Attacks that cost 0 deal 3 additional damage. That's going to be Backstab and Neutralize. When you die, heal to 50. No, I don't think that's necessary. If we're in a position where we're dying, I don't think coming back to life with 50% is going to do much, because that just probably means our deck is failing. I don't want Runic. Let's take Wristblade. It kind of complements what we're doing with the turn 1 backstab I was shooting for. Okay, acts. For some reason I've been calling these floors. It's Act 2. We have 382 gold. There are 2 shops, 2 campfires right here, 3 campfires and a boss, 4 campfires this path. I think this path basically speaks for itself. Let's do it. Okay. Now this could be interesting. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's try not to take much. We are going to take 4, but I think next turn, everybody dies. Awesome. Attacks that cost 0 deal 3 additional damage. I think we're actually going to take a Blade Dance now because of that. I'd be silly not to, like, do things that play to our favor. Because, I mean, realistically, that is now a 1 cost 14 damage, right? $7 damage, 18 damage. Let's do that instead of the corpse. I want to try to kill him in 2 turns. Seems okay. So we're kind of bursty in our own little way, but not bursty enough to where I'm super confident. Let's go ahead and do this. Just because of the dazed, I think that's probably the way to go. Okay, so that's, yeah, 14 damage. Basically, it's just a gimme. Another footwork. Bane? So that should be about 20 damage right now, right? Maybe this is silly. Maybe I'm actually working in the right direction. I'm trying to go against my normal judgment, since that usually ends up killing me. Let's try something like that, and then just try to kill him turn 2 with a glass knife. Our deck is getting pretty big, but our deck was fairly big in the last one, and that's the only one we've won so far, so I really don't know what to make of that. So is he going to hit and kill himself before these guys get a chance? I'm pretty happy about that, actually. Another Bane? How How are we set up for boss fights? We're doing great against crowds. How is our boss fight potential? We haven't managed to get any of these out of our deck yet, so that's kind of worrisome. Maybe we want to deflect after all. Deflect, deflect, I don't know. So, I can hit you, and then I can deal 18 and 20, 38 damage to you? I think that's going to be our play, honestly. And then we'll just discard and throw up some block. That could have been a mistake. Maybe I'm overestimating our burst potential. But we do have Glass Knife coming up. Or so I thought. Maybe we just pass turn here. Let the poison tick a little bit. 37 health left. So we've got to get through 48 damage this turn, if possible. Looks possible. Let's go ahead and intangible here. I really don't want to take that much. Did I just waste that? I did. I thought the poison already ticked. Okay, well we had a steroid potion anyway coming up, but still that's on me, I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. Maybe. I'm not really feeling like we're set up to go in that direction anymore, though. So let's see what we've got here. None of that seems terribly worth it. Are there any colorless attacks, or am I just silly? Glass Knife is cool. Kind of. Well, we're gonna go ahead and remove something. I think we remove a regular strike. What cards do we have that exhaust? Just Adrenaline and Backstab. Not enough to be worth 203 gold, I don't think. Let's just keep going. Let's get Adrenaline upgraded just for that free energy. I'm gonna skip the boss in favor of a second shop. Whenever you break an opponent's block, apply 2 vulnerable. That could be cool. However, these are pretty nice as well. Let's do our removal. I think we take out another strike, honestly. Strike is just so weak. I think we got to. And instead we'll put another backstab in and a slice in. I think. Probably. I think if we upgrade Malaise, it's always a -1. But our deck is getting real big. Innate. Deal damage. Oh. I take it back. We're gonna take that. We're really just gonna try to make use of this wrist blade while we can. Maybe we should dex. This adds 7 damage, actually. I think I'm gonna go with Blade Dance. It's just a boost of 7 damage. I can't really not. War Paint. I'm fine with that, honestly. Let's go this way. I'm feeling good about our chances of killing a boss. Frail. No, I don't think I can frail. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not taking chances enough, but I don't think it's a good idea. Okay. So, I legitimately think we do this. We didn't quite get there. We're taking 11. I'm planning to heal anyway. But I think we can just straight up 1 turn, or 2 turn these guys. This is an already upgraded Caltrops. How are we doing as far as energy goes? I honestly think we could benefit from some card draw, but this isn't where I want to get it. Spending mana to draw just seems bad. Let's skip out here, I think. Heal up for our boss fight. We're only on the 2nd act, so I don't really want to end this act with more than 30 cards in our deck. Okay, so what's going on here? Some good things are going on here. I actually can't believe that. 10 block is good. You know what? I think we're just gonna do it. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe this is an awful idea. But I mean, like, look at what we're doing right now. I think we're gonna dump this Dex potion in favor of just rushing things down. I honestly can't say no to another dash. We need some block in our deck for bosses. But we can't afford to smith here. I'm gonna upgrade footwork. I don't like you. But at the same time, I'm really not afraid of you either. And here's why. I do believe he clears all of his debuffs once he gets a bit lower and he heals, so that's kind of terrible. I don't think we want to do this right now. I'm thinking about it, and I just don't think it's the play. What's in our drop pile? Let's see. If we could get any of this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and play our potion here. This is kind of what I was hoping for. And then of course we'll just play that for no reason. Yeah, no, this is fine. We're gonna save our steroid potion for when he gets to around this point, and then see if we can't just kill him in 1 turn. Oof. It's kind of painful. I think we honestly want to just let him hit for 3 more in favor of dealing 4. This will be the fight where we find out if all of my plans have been silliness or if we're actually onto something. I am feeling like we're a bit short on block. One more turn. Okay, now it's gone. Let's go ahead and pop Adrenaline. That feels okay. He's buffing up though. Okay, it's probably fine. We're going in the right direction. I'm just feeling around for a good spot to try to finish him. We'll take the 8 in favor of letting him just hit himself for 4, or 3 rather. I don't know what he's doing right there, but I don't think I like it. Let's go ahead and purge, debuff, or just in case he purges, let's go ahead and get rid of that. This feels kinda right. He might actually get the heal off. Okay, he just purges and doesn't heal? Well, that's not nearly as scary. So he's dealing 36. We can block 21 of that. Or we can just take it and beat him up. I'm gonna hit him. I might have just made the mistake that cost us the game, but I'm really gonna try to kill him next turn, I think. Okay, so that didn't go exactly as planned. However, we survive with 1 health. I don't think we can quite get there. We can't. Unfortunately, we die, and I'm pretty sure I can attribute it to me not throwing up that extra defense 2 turns ago. So that really sucks. But we did learn a couple of things. For one, I don't like caltrops. This combo does kind of work. Maybe 3 backstabs is excessive, but I feel like if we had known earlier we were getting a wrist blade, we could have played more towards that. Because I feel like this is a good wrist blading deck in its own right. Maybe glass knife isn't that great. I think I got mixed up between trying to sustain too much and trying to burst damage too much. But that's okay. We got farther than we have been for the most part. So in the next one, we'll give the defect a try, and hopefully on our next silent run, we can pull out a victory. But as always, thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.